In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front sway bar links on this Ford F-150. If you need these or any other parts, check us out at oneauto.com. Let's get started. To begin, let's remove the wheel. Use a 21mm socket. Unfortunately though, I'll have to use a 22 because my lug nuts have swollen up inside of these chrome caps, and that makes them so that they're not really a 21mm anymore. Regardless, let's take off all 6 and pull the wheel off. With these off, take the wheel off. And with the wheel off, you'll see the sway bar link on the back side right here. I'm going to disconnect it from the top first. As you can see, there's a hex cutout at the top, so you can hold it either with a small wrench or socket, whatever you have, and then use a wrench on the bottom nut. But a lot of times you can put an impact, if you have one that'll fit here, and the impacting motion will actually break the nut free and sometimes take it off all the way just with the impact alone. So take an 18mm socket and see if it comes off. Perfect. If it doesn't work, we'll hold this with pliers. This will hold the stud from spinning. From underneath the lower control arm, we have to disconnect the sway bar link on the bottom of it. As you can see, ours is very rusty. So I'm going to use some heat and heat this up. I have an induction heater. You can use a torch. Hopefully you don't have to use heat, but if yours looks like this, I highly recommend it because otherwise not much else is gonna help get it off of here. There we go. Stick a pry bar in here, and with the other side disconnected, pry the sway bar up. There we go. This will pull the sway bar link off, where at least it'll give you enough room to pull it out. And there it is. It doesn't matter in which direction you install the new one because it's symmetrical on both sides. I like to put a little bit of grease on the studs here. This will prevent the mounting nuts from seizing on in the future. And now do the same to the other side so that you can pull the sway bar down and onto the top of it. Since we're up here, let's put the top mounting nut on. It's only going to go so far before it stops because it is a locking nut. Now you can tighten this in multiple different ways. You can try to hold the stud either from the top here or from the bottom and tighten this with the air gun, or you can spin the stud with an 8mm socket. So this is, by the way, an 8mm cutout for either a wrench or a socket, and then use your 18mm wrench on this. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to hold the nut with my wrench, and then I'm going to put an 8mm socket on the head of the stud, and I'm going to tighten this up just like this. All right, with it tight, let's torque this top mounting nut to 59 foot-pounds. And back underneath, let's put the mounting nut on here. And unfortunately, this is going to be a little bit more difficult because this hole will prevent you from putting on a wrench here. So what I have is a crow's foot 3/8 adapter on a breaker bar. And hopefully this will hold this in place enough for me to put my 8mm on the stud, spin that out, and hopefully tighten this up. Now with this bottomed out all the way, let's torque this to 59 foot-pounds. Now let's get the wheel back on. Start on all 6 of your lug nuts, bottom them out, and torque them in a cross pattern. It's important to do that so the wheel can seat properly to 150 foot-pounds. Here we go, 150 in a cross pattern. There you go. You can double check it if you want. If not, take it for a road test. So there you have it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, don't forget to leave a like, and if you have anything to say, leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you can stay up to date with all of our future content. Thanks for watching.